Hi there everyone, I'm Assassin321 and this is my first YouTube video, and I'll be doing it on the Leviathan DLC for Mass Effect 3, which was released yesterday. The first thing I'm going to do here is show you how to activate the Leviathan DLC. I've had a lot of people ask me so far on how you actually do it, because they went to the Citadel and tried to find all of the things and search every layer. But what you got to do first is, as when this loads up, you go to the Normandy, and on board the Normandy you go to your private messages terminal. And once this is loaded, I'll show you what the message looks like. So here's a message. It's obviously the message from Admiral Hackett. What it is it tells you about to go to Bryson's lab, which will be at the Citadel. Luckily enough, I'm already here. Now make sure you click on Dr. Bryson's lab, because the only way you can get there is actually from the menu actually boarding the planet. And this will cue the cutscene. Also, this is actually my level 60 soldier class. I've imported it from Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2. And this is also the second Insanity playthrough.
Commander Shepard, we've been expecting you.
I swear this guy's head's way too huge for his shoulders.
Did you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
This here is going to be a 1 out of 4-part series.
Legends,
well, not
rumors,
series, but it's just a guide and a walkthrough on the DLC.
That's an interesting
It'll show you how to get all 4 of the new DLC achievements. One of them
still desperate for intelligence.
Is a little tricky, but I'll show you that later on in this video clip. And that is, I believe, the conspiracy theory, where you have to use all of the clues in the lab to go find the planet.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
On a side note, anytime I play a game, I always try and play the good guy. Sounds a little cliche, but it's just what I like. So you always notice in this game, Mass Effect, always the top right hand corner on the bottom thing is always a good choice. I gotta say, out of all the Mass Effects, this one probably had the least amount of dialogue choices, because all of it basically is based on, I don't know how to say it, but probably just having either a good or bad outcome for both their alien races uniting everything, especially if any of you have played all the Mass Effects. If you played Mass Effect 1 or 2, you would have realized that it's a great game and it has a ton of replayability. I
monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark.
For any of you Mass Effect fans out there, what was your love interest throughout the game?
Someplace else.
Mass Effect 1 was Ashley, Mass Effect 2 was Miranda, and Mass Effect 3 was Ashley for me. Comment below of yours.
There was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that.
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something.
Give me the brief.
About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed.
The Batarians, they've always been so helpful throughout the games, trying to kill humans. You know what? I think they really like us. We should invite them over for dinner one day.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
I see Bryson's point. Anything capable of bringing a Reaper down is worth finding.
Despite the potential dangers it could pose, I would agree.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy
In
map
this
search
upcoming
program in
section,
their
this
hunt
is
for
where I'll be
Leviathan.
showing you where to get the achievement.
It may
What you'll
help
need to
us
do is
locate
go around
Garneau.
the office here and basically collect a bunch of clues. And once you got all of them, you have to... There's 6 set of clues you can find. And once you've done that, you have to come back and you have to put 3 sets of clues into the galaxy map, and it will narrow down which planet they've went to. This was my first playthrough of this, so it took me a little bit to kind of get the grasp of, but I'll probably make a skip point here, so you'll be able to skip where all of the clues are, and then you'll be able to find out which ones they are.
But we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
In this outside area, you'll be able to find 3 weapon upgrades. There'll be one in this corner. There's one to my right here that I think I missed. Yeah, it's like right there by my feet. And there's one behind this tree up here. But you'll be able to come back and collect these for the 3 times you come back to this office. So don't worry about if you miss like one. You'll be able to come back and pick it up pretty much regardless, unless you like get to the very end and you forget.
By Anne Bryson. By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But The timing is wrong.
One of the biggest letdowns for me in Mass Effect 3 was probably the Rachni. If any of you played number 1 and saved the Rachni Queen and played Mass Effect 2 and like get the whole greeting from that Asari saying, oh, she'll help you out, the Queen that is, in the later games, just to find out that you do one mission with the Rachni and you get real no benefit from it. Like, to me, I was expecting like full like scale like Rachni, like, because they say that the Rachni reproduce really quickly. I was kind of expecting like big space fleets to come in and help out, but unfortunately the Rachni Queen's like dumb enough to get captured
Meteorites.
and just immediately basically
Traces
take
of
over.
Element Zero.
Which is kind of sucky in my opinion, because I kind of wanted to see some
While it is
really
not
cool like
consumed as fuel
Rachni
during
warfare,
FTL
like
travel,
experience what the
Element Zero
Krogan
will
and like
decay after
Rachni wars
several
were.
centuries of
Because to
active
me
use.
that would be
If
interesting.
Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with Element
Who
Zero?
knows? Probably in
Adding the search filter,
there's bound to
you
be
may
like
find yourself
Mass
on the
Effect
Galaxy
spin-offs in
map
the
program.
future. One of them that would probably have to
Bryson
do is
was
like
tracking
the
unexplained
Krogan
creature
and
sightings.
Rachni wars. Like
The photographs
that
have
is something that I reckon a lot of Mass Effect fans would be interested in. It'd probably just turn out to be like the special operatives like missions, but with the Rachni and Krogan instead, and it'll probably just be like a global warfare like multiplayer game.
And
But
Garneau could have been
to me,
following that course.
that would be interesting.
Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Currently at the moment, pretty much what I'm trying to do is I'm just going to be doing these first 4 videos first to do with Mass Effect 3. If I get enough views on it and people say about it, I'll probably do an Insanity walkthrough on the entire game with my character. But in the meantime, I'll also be doing Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2 on the hardest difficulties as a guide, and basically an achievement guide as well for them. So if you guys are into Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2, I would highly recommend that. I do use DLC in Dead Space 1, but Dead Space 2, you don't really need it. Unless you're going to be doing the hardcore difficulty, in which case you'll probably need the like DLC if you want to kind of get through it a little quicker, because you'll be able to do like certain like little tricks and glitches to get bonus weapons and equipment.
How's that working out?
So just comment below if you want to see that or want to see more of this, and just check out the next 4 videos when I get around to uploading them. These are my first 4 videos I'll be doing, so bear with me, because it will take a while for me to get through all of them. But in time, it'll get faster and quicker, and I'll be able to upload them every day. Well, not every day, but hopefully.
Take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Alright, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding the search filter now. Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Adding it now.
Reaper activity?
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Alien sightings.
Three possibilities.
Rachni activity.
Even though Edie says you can go back to the ship here, if you want to get the achievement, you can't leave yet.
Some of our
I was
search
actually really
parameters may
close
be
to
irrelevant.
getting the achievement just here because I was
Element
missing.
zero deposits.
Basically, if I didn't put the Rachni one in, I would have got the achievement there and then. Because
No
all it
results.
is Element
Some of
Zero,
our search
the
parameters
Reapers,
may be
and the
irrelevant.
whatever the bottom right one was in the end. I think it was alien sightings or creature sightings. And if you were to do that, you would have got the achievement there and then. But I kind of spend a little longer because there's 6 different clues you can find. And I went through and I put all of them in, and then I tried to work out how I got that from 5 systems to 3 systems,
like Bryson's
and then I
assistant.
worked out which ones I needed.
You think
But
Garneau was following
unfortunately,
the
I
trail
took a
of
bit
blackout
longer
crimes?
than I expected on this,
It is
but as I
possible.
said, my first
We
playthrough,
need
to get
find
through it as
data
quick as I did, I was
matching
pretty
date and
happy.
locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Doing so now.
Blackout crimes?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
I honestly don't know what I was expecting to find here. I had 5 of the 6 choices, and then I just did a whole like sweep of the entire house, going back to the same places. Like, I honestly don't know what I was expecting to find in the shower, even though I went in there like 3 times and found nothing to begin with. But I did actually come back outside here and find that weapon pickup again by searching for everything. I find that in any game I do, if a game tells me go left, I'll go right, just to get all of the extra pickups, equipment and stuff. Like, that's how I managed to find the Assault Rifle Omni Blade upgrade in 2 of the missions that are coming up, and I'll show you those later on. I haven't actually equipped them yet, but I kind of want to see how they come out, because that'd be pretty interesting.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr.
This
Bryson
Prothean
and you
clue
all
here
have
was
had
a
much to
stupid
discuss.
fucking place to put
You
it.
had a search filter
It's in
for
the right in the
locations
corner
known
and
to have
doesn't give you
Prothean
that
fluids or artifacts?
cue to like actually see it.
Prothean artifacts.
And I was searching around the entire place and I could not find anything. And it was just in that one
No
corner. I'm
results.
like, why?
Some
Why
of our
put it
search
there?
parameters may be irrelevant.
So at this point, this is where I've got all 6 of the 6 clues here. I search around the house again, but then I realize there's nothing, and I'll go back here and basically try and show you how to do it. Like I said, it's just a Reaper sightings, creature sightings, and element 0. Once you got those clues, you'll be able to go straight into the mission and back to the Normandy. These are all of the achievements. Before the DLC came out, I had all of the achievements, and I'll be showing you how to get these 4 achievements. This one here is for Conspiracy Theorist, and these are using the clues to pinpoint the exact location of the objective. Like I said, Reaper sightings, creature sightings, and element 0. And basically that will get you that achievement for this mission. And then once that's done, you'll be able to go through and get the other 3. The other 3 will be, I think it's 4 missions, so I think that all up is 5 missions in the game, DLC. And I very much like the last one. It provides detail into stuff that we were probably lacking knowledge about, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. You have to watch it in the fourth part of the video. If anyone wants any hints or tips on how to get all of the achievements here on Mass Effect 3, just send me a message. My gamer tag is